Okay, so in today's episode of Gav Details, we are going to be giving some quick information on a Chemical Guys washing kit. My sister purchased a new vehicle, so I enlightened her, or advised her, if you will, to purchase a car washing kit so that if I come over to her house and wash the car, I don't have to bring all of my stuff. It's just simpler that way. And this way I've got a set of supplies here. Now, I did clean up my sister's old car before we sold it, and I will link that video in the top right hand corner. It's kind of a before, during, and after, just kind of a basic wash and interior cleanup. So we had her order this Chemical Guys wash kit from Amazon, $79.99, and if you have a Prime membership, free 2-day shipping, and it's good. We have a plush chenille mitt here. We have 2 drying towels, one of which we're using and one of which we'll save. We have a grit guard and the bucket itself. Now this is a bug and tar sponge. I brought that over here. So I do have a video where I discuss and go over how to remove bugs from the front of a car. It is part of my edge detail. So as you can see, the car hasn't been washed in a couple weeks. We do have bug debris, so we will be using that. Okay, so you also get the Mr. Pink Wash Diablo wheel gel, and the great thing is about the wheel gel is it says here you can dilute 3 to 1. Oh, I need to see what we're videoing here. Dilute 3 to 1. And they also provide you with a Chemical Guys spray bottle with dilution ratios here. So you're going to get about 3 spray bottles if you dilute this 16-ounce bottle 3 to 1. So that's not bad. You also get the top here. Kind of can double as a seat. Me personally, I wouldn't use it as a seat, but it's nice if you want to seal up your items. You also get this citrus wash and gloss, ultra premium citra based hyper wash. You can see if it sits for a while, it does tend to separate. So I'm going to switch hands here, shake it up with my right hand. You can see the vehicle hasn't been washed for a while. Lots of brake dust here. I have brought over some of my own stuff, just some real basics: tire brush, wheelbarrow brush. I did bring my Wolfgang rinse bucket with grit guard for the 2-bucket method, and then in there I have tire shine and a tire shine applicator. Also, if you don't want to spend big money on tire shine applicators, I do have a video on how to do it yourself and a homemade tire shine applicator. I will link that video in the top right hand corner. So I don't know if I mentioned this, there's also after wash, shine while you dry. So the car will be washed and rinsed, and the majority of the water on the surface will be removed, and then we will go back over the entire vehicle with after wash. So far so good. About 3 washes and we've used about that much out of the bottle. Okay, so the vehicle is washed and rinsed. I just wanted to touch on one thing. This is the wash water, and you can see it's still clear. It's kind of yellow because of the soap, but it's still clear after washing an entire vehicle that hasn't been washed in about a month. Now you go over to the rinse bucket. Let me get rid of some of the suds. Now granted, it is a red bucket and the grit guard is black, but you can see that the water is dirty, so we definitely do not want to bring all this dirt back on the car. I almost forgot. Still about the same level of filth. For those of you who may say, oh, maybe Gav used that water to clean the wheels, as you can see, wheels are still dirty, so there is no made for TV tricks on the Gav Details channel. Okay, so for the drying tip, we've already removed the majority of the water. See a little bit of water here, water here. So the drying towel has a higher pile side and a lower pile side. So what I'm going to do is spray the panel with the afterwash. And with the drying towel, the heavier or longer pile side, I'm just going to very gently wipe the panel. Once it looks pretty much completely dry, we're going to flip it over. We're trying to do this one-handed to the lower pile side and just give the panel one last wipe. And there you have it. This panel is washed, dried, and it shines. You may see a familiar vehicle in the reflection. We just had some suspension work done on the 98 Z28. May have a dedicated first time vlog talking about that vehicle, so stay tuned. Alright, so the vehicle is washed, dried, wheels and tires clean, tires dressed. So for winter protection, I think I'm going to advise my sister to purchase CarPro's C Quartz ceramic coating. So there will be a clay light polish because the vehicle's new. There's not very many swirls, and obviously with the correct washing method, not very many swirls, so there might be a light polish, paint correction if needed, and then the application of a ceramic coating. So stay tuned for that. So for another episode of Gav Details, if you like the video, or if you found any of the information in the video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And for more detailing videos, please hit the subscribe button. Thanks.